Morning, how's it going? Rick T.turner69 and Billy, and we're out in forest as usual. Now I've got some good news to break today. It's about a great little adventure that we've got coming up. And I'm hoping you're going to join me on it. So for now, we're going to get into a local camp. It's one I use all the time, you'll have seen it before. But we're going to spark a bit of a fire going, get some breakfast on, and I'm going to tell you all about it. So stick with us. Let's get this fire going, then we can get a brew on. So if you've watched many of my vids, you know I like to use feather... Hello Billy. You know I like to use feather sticks. Over here in UK, where a lot of the time things are wet and skanky, it's a great skill to have. So we've rattled up half a decent feather stick there. I've got my other stuff prepped, ready to rock and roll. So we'll try and fire a spark into that. Yep, got it. A couple of more sticks on there. Get me bundle over the top, and we're away. So I'll let this fire consolidate and burn down a bit, and we'll get a brew on. First brew of the day. You need a coffee in the morning, don't you? And maybe some ash cakes when we get a bit of ash. But while this is burning down, have a look at a trip I did the other day on the River Dee with Matty from Wales. Canoe trip. And I'll tell you a bit about this expedition that we're going on. This charity expedition. Have a quick watch and I'll see you back here for a brew in a minute. See you in a minute. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning.
With the help of good friends and fellow adventurers, we hope to raise a good amount of money for a worthwhile charity. 1 in 2 of us will suffer with cancer at some point in our lifetimes, and if we're lucky, we may survive with the help of treatment. I myself have had cancer twice and been very lucky so far. There's no doubt that the cancer and the treatment leaves you with scars, both mental and physical. It changes you. But I'm alive, and I'm lucky to be with my family and friends and to be able to take part in adventures like this. Therefore, I want to do what I do best and what my team of adventurers love to do, and to raise some money while we're at it. We've put a great team together of like-minded lovers of adventure who are going to do their best to raise some funds.
So the adventure is going to be the Loch Shield circuit and more. We intend to do more, but if we can get around this Loch Shield circuit, whatever the weather, it'd be fantastic. We've got dates booked, so we can't jiggery pokery with the weather. We've got to go. So whatever the circumstances, we're on it. 5 days on the west coast of Scotland. Canoeing, fishing, camping, moving, adventuring, exploring. I can't bloody wait. That's what it's all about. We need to make it a bit of an adventure. If it's for charity, it's got to be a little bit arduous to some extent. We've got to put some effort in. We've got to dig deep on a few occasions. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you can join us for that one. There'll be a few good films from that. Hey, well, thanks for joining me this morning and finding out a little bit about our adventure to come. It's going to be a great little adventure, and if we can raise a few quid for charity, fantastic. And like I say, it's close to my heart. So, great little morning in forest so far. A bit of biscuit slash ash cake. Oh, it's nice, dunked in a bit of coffee. And but yeah, on the adventure, there's a good crew of lads coming, a different crew from last year. You might remember last year's adventure where we raised over 15 grand for Alzheimer's, which was a charity that was close to Ants, or Ants Survived the Night. And yeah, we raised a lot of money, and lads did a great job. And got a few different people this year. So the team is myself, yeah, Rick.Aretee.turner69, my 2 lads, Jack and James, yeah, oldest lad's not coming, Ryan, but other 2 lads are coming. So I mean, and they're great adventurers in their own right, you know, and so it's going to be fantastic to do it with them, and especially as it's this charity that's close to my heart, that I've got such a connection with, and then to do it with my 2 lads on board, it's going to be fantastic. So I've got Jack and James, myself, Ant from last year, and again, yeah, he's another big organiser. Ant Survived the Night, and his lad Charlie, so he'll love that along with his lad. We've got Ezzy from Ezzy Adventurer, so he's a new lad who's come on board, and yeah, straight away he's thrown his selling to it, put a lot of money into the charity of his own money already, so good lad. So we've got Ezzy Adventurer. We've got Paul from When Nature Pauls, so he's the latest lad on it. He's just joined us, so another good lad. Likes a lot of adventures up Scotland, a lot of canoe adventures. We've got Matty and Jay Toms. Matty was with us last year, Jay's his brother, so another 2 good top outdoorsmen. So between us, we've got a really good team going. And Matt from Adventure He's Made, who was with us last year, who's another, you'll know Matt Adventure He's Made, you'll have seen a lot of his videos. He made a couple of cracking films from last year's trip. He's always out in the hills and mountains with Poppy. He's been on a lot of adventures with us, a lot of canoe adventures. Well, quite a few. Good lad, who's keen as mustard to get on this trip again and just have an adventure and raise some money. So we've got a top crew. There's a couple of other lads we're not 100% sure about yet, but we need to keep numbers low for the area we're going. But it'll be great. It's going to be a top trip, and if these other lads join in, I'll introduce them in my next video or whatever. I'll put them on the Just Giving page. But yeah, mentioning the Just Giving page, if you fancy it, you fancy donating a bit, I'll put a Just Giving page in the description to this film, and it'd be great, even if it's just a couple of quid. Can you imagine? I mean, what have I got? I've got less than 3,000 subs, but if each sub put a quid in, that'd be nearly 3 grand, wouldn't it? Do you know what I mean? And that's all we need, isn't it? Just everybody to try and donate a little bit, and we're laughing, aren't we? You know, I know we've not got money to spare nowadays, have we, a lot of us, so put a couple of quid and what have you, but it's a tots up, doesn't it? And we've got a couple of months to raise a few quid before the adventure. But yeah, thanks for joining me today, and Billy, he's away from fire, curled up against the tree over there, and always great to share the fire with you, always great. So anyway, look after yourselves. Me and Billy are going to get out and do a bit of wildlife photography and potter around, and I'll catch you again real soon. Alright, see you ladies, ta-ra.